You are the lion, the golden king of the endless Serengeti, the land where the wind smells of dust and honey, and the grass dances to the rhythm of the drums carried from far villages. Every morning, when the sun rises like a burning coin over the horizon, your roar thunders across the plains. The zebras pause mid-step, the gazelles lift their heads in fear, and even the elephants bow their trunks in respect. You are power. You are sound. You are the heart of the savanna. But one morning, when the air is heavy with mist and the sun is slow to rise, something feels wrong. You wake to the whisper of wind through dry grass. Stretch your powerful legs, lift your head to the sky, and open your mouth to roar. Nothing comes out. Only silence. You blink, confused. You try again, harder this time, feeling your chest swell, your throat tighten, but still, no sound. The echo that once rolled across the plains like thunder has vanished. For the first time in your life, you feel something new, something cold, something small and sharp that digs deep into your chest. Fear. You, the king of beasts, are afraid. You try to speak, to call your pride, to tell them it is just a strange morning, but no words leave your mouth. The lionesses tilt their heads, whispering among themselves. The cubs stare at you with wide, uncertain eyes. Has our king gone silent? One murmurs. Is he sick? Asks another. You turn away, ashamed. The air feels heavy. Your mane, once shining with the fire of the sun, now feels dull and heavy. You walk alone toward the horizon, searching for answers. You wander for hours, past thorn bushes and termite mounds, until you find Tortoise, the oldest creature of the land. His shell is cracked with age, his eyes slow but deep like the riverbed after the rains. You lower your head respectfully. Tortoise, you say, but only a whisper escapes your throat. I have lost my roar. Tell me, wise one, how can I find it again? Tortoise looks up slowly, blinking. He speaks in a voice that creaks like old wood. Ah, lion, the one who has everything now seeks what is truly his. You frown, unsure. The roar is not just noise. Tortoise continues. It is the echo of your heart. When your heart forgets humility, the echo fades. You must go and listen to those smaller than you. The small ones know what strength truly means. You stare at him, insulted. You, the king, learning from the small? But the emptiness inside you gnaws too hard to argue. You bow your head and walk away. The first creature you meet is the termite queen. Her mound rises like a fortress from the ground, tall and brown, alive with thousands of workers. You kneel before it, careful not to crush the little beings swarming around your paws. Queen of the termites, you whisper, I have lost my roar. Can you help me find it? The queen's tiny voice comes from deep within the mound. Your roar, mighty one, has not been stolen. It has gone quiet because it forgot why it spoke. You tilt your head, puzzled. What do you mean? Every sound has a purpose, says the queen. Our clicking and buzzing build homes and raise young. Your roar once protected your pride, but then it became a tool of fear. When sound loses its reason, it dies. You lower your gaze. Around your paws, small termites carry grains of soil 10 times their weight. Building, repairing, never resting. They do not boast. They do not roar, yet they survive every storm. You watch them for a long time, until the sun leans low and red over the plains. Something quiet moves in your chest, like a soft wind behind stone. Maybe courage isn't loud, maybe it's steady. You journey on. The nights are cold now. You no longer hear the proud echo of your voice bouncing from the hills. The silence of the savannah feels heavier each night. At the riverbank, you meet Frog, sitting on a wet rock, singing to the moon. You envy his voice, so small, yet so alive. Frog, you whisper, I have lost my roar. Teach me how to find it. Frog laughs, splashing water with his feet. Lion, you think the river sings only for those who shout the loudest. Listen. You listen. The river hums, deep and patient. The wind joins in. The reeds whistle. The frog croaks. 1,000 tiny sounds blending together into something powerful, without a single roar among them. When I sing, Frog says, I do it not to frighten anyone, but because my heart is full. You, lion, must first fill your heart. Then your voice will follow. You sigh, but how do I fill my heart? Frog grins. Ah, that is for you to find. Courage is not something you roar into being. It's something you live. You travel for days. You meet chameleon, who teaches you patience, antelope, who teaches you trust, weaverbird, who shows you the art of creation. Each creature, small and fragile, carries wisdom the size of mountains. Yet your roar still sleeps within you, silent and stubborn. Your mane grows dusty. Your claws dull. The other lions forget your name. Still, you walk. One evening, you reach the ancient baobab tree, its trunk wide as a house, its branches twisted like the arms of time. You collapse at its roots. The wind rustles through its leaves like whispers of old spirits. Ancestors of the plains, you whisper, why have you taken my voice? Am I no longer your chosen one? The wind sighs softly. For a moment, you think there is no answer, until you hear a whisper deeper than any sound you've known. Courage is not a gift, lion. It is a debt you must repay to those who trust you. The words settle in your heart like fireflies glowing in the dark. You lift your head slowly. And that's when you see it. Smoke on the horizon. You rise, muscles trembling, and race toward the smell of fire. The grass crackles beneath your paws, orange flames lick the sky. The wind whips hot ash into your face. You hear cries, high, frightened squeaks. A family of meerkats is trapped between two burning bushes. Huddled together, eyes wide with terror. Without thinking, you leap forward. You push through the smoke, claws digging into the burning earth. The fire bites your fur, but you keep going. One by one, you nudge the meerkats toward a gap in the flames, shielding them with your body as the heat scorches your back. When the last of them escapes, you collapse, coughing, eyes stinging. The world tilts, the air buzzes. Then, deep inside your chest, you feel it. A rumble, small at first, then stronger. A growl, a pulse, a heartbeat turned into thunder. You open your mouth, and this time, ruar. The sound bursts out like a storm breaking. It rolls across the plains, scattering ash, bending trees, and sending birds spiraling into the sky. It is not the roar you once had, cold and proud. This one is raw, alive. It carries the strength of the meek, the fire of compassion, and the weight of every small lesson you learned. You stand tall among the ashes, chest heaving, eyes bright. The meerkat's bow, even the flames seem to bow, flickering low, before dying into smoke. Your roar has returned, but you are no longer the same lion who lost it. That night, the stars burn brighter. You lie beneath the baobab tree, feeling the cool earth under your belly. You whisper, I understand now. The wind answers softly. Then remember, lion, roars fade, but deeds remain. You close your eyes. The savanna hums with life again. The frogs sing, the termites work, the small ones breathe freely. And for the first time, your silence feels powerful too. You wake to the whisper of dawn. The wind tastes like dust and dew. For the first time in many moons, you are alone, no guiding spirit, no shimmering light, only the endless plains of Tanzania stretching before you. The old lioness's words echo inside you. True courage cannot be borrowed. It must be lived. But what does that mean? You don't know yet. You only know one thing, the savanna needs you. You walk for days under the burning sun. The grass sways like an ocean of gold. Herds of wildebeest move like waves across the land, and vultures circle above. Then, one evening, you hear laughter, sharp, cruel, too close. A band of hyenas appear, led by a scar-faced brute called Madoa. His eyes glitter with hunger and mischief. Well, he sneers, if it isn't the cub who borrowed bravery. Tell us, lion, how much did it cost you? You bare your teeth, but they surround you. The old you would have roared and fought, blinded by pride. But now, you remember the lioness's words. Courage isn't noise, it's control. You stand your ground, silent. Your heart pounds, but you don't move. The hyenas circle closer. Then, you do something unexpected. You turn your back and walk away. Madoa bursts into laughter. Run, little king, run. But you don't run, you walk, slowly, steady, head high. When you reach the rise of a hill, you turn back and say quietly, laugh while you can, the plains remember who truly rules. For the first time, the hyenas fall silent. They expected fear, not calm. And though your paws tremble, you feel something awaken deep inside, a seed of real courage. Weeks pass. The land grows dry, rivers shrink into cracked bones of earth. Animals wander far in search of water. The lion's pride begins to suffer. Cubs cry from thirst. You, Kiongozi, return to the den on the hill. The others look to you, their young leader, for a miracle. But you have none. You go to the elder lions, asking for guidance. They shake their heads. The rains have gone north. The gods have turned their backs. You stare at the empty horizon. Somewhere beyond it lies the mountain of Ngorongoro, where, the elders say, the rain spirit sleeps. You remember your promise, to protect your land and your people. So you rise, Then I will go to the mountain myself. You say. They laugh at first. You, alone? But you do not wait for permission. You leave before sunrise. The path to Ngorongoro is cruel. Your paws bleed from sharp stones. The wind howls through dead trees. You face hunger, heat, and the stares of jackals in the dark. But worse than pain is doubt. Every night you ask yourself, why me? Why not one of the great lions before me? And each night, the same voice answers in your chest, quiet but firm. Because you are the one who asks what courage truly means. After many days, you reach the foot of the mountain. Its peaks are crowned with mist. There, in the shadows, stands a tall figure, half woman, half cloud. Her eyes shine like rain. I am Imvula, spirit of the rains, she says. Why have you come, lion of the plains? You bow your head. My people suffer, the land is dying. I beg you, bring back the rain. The spirit tilts her head. And why should I? Every season, lions take without thanks. They rule but forget to serve. You hesitate, then you speak with truth. You are right, we have been proud, but I will serve. I will protect the balance if you return the life we have lost. Imvula studies you. Would you give your all for the rain? You freeze. Your roar, your pride, your power. But then you see the faces of the cubs, the dry riverbeds, the dying grass. Yes, you whisper, take my roar. The spirit smiles, a storm forming behind her eyes. Then the heavens shall remember mercy. She touches your forehead, a flash of lightning blinds you. When you open your eyes, the mountain is gone, and rain pours down upon the plains. You return home, soaked but alive. The land sings again. Grass grows, rivers run, herds dance under thunderclouds. The lions cheer when they see you, but when you open your mouth to roar, nothing comes out. Your voice is gone. For a time, you mourn. You wander the rocks at night, longing to feel the thunder of your own voice again. But then something changes. You notice how the cubs play more freely around you, how the lionesses hunt in peace, how even the hyenas keep a respectful distance. They do not follow your roar, they follow your heart. You realize, you have not lost your power, you have transformed it. One night, as the moon rises, you hear familiar laughter. Madoa has returned, this time with a pack of 30. The pride panics. You step forward, calm and silent. The hyena sneers. No roar this time. Little king, have you lost your courage too? You simply look at him. You say nothing. Then, slowly, you walk toward him. The hyenas shuffle uneasily. There is something different in your eyes, something they cannot mock. Madoa growls and leaps. You sidestep, strike once, not in rage, but in precision. He falls, stunned. You stand over him, silent. The rain drips from your mane. Finally, Madoa lowers his head. Enough, he says, we will not return. And they vanish into the night. Years later, cubs will gather around you, asking, tell us, Kiongozi, how did you win without a roar? You will smile quietly and say, because true courage is not in the sound of your voice, it is in the silence that follows. They will not understand at first. But someday, when their time comes, they will. And when the wind blows over the grasslands of Tanzania, it will carry not the echo of a roar, but the steady heartbeat of a lion who learned what courage truly means.